hardest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Iowa State's offense will get the football first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Makes the catch. It's Grove. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Peace. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The sure hands, it's Grove. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interesting to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Paul.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Guys, let's just think for a second about Kansas State. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that...
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Judowski. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On the option. Now the toss. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for second down. Handoff from the gun. Running into the open space. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Judowski. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Here comes the heat. Finds space on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Touchdown, Kansas State! Excellent pass by the back on the option. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. He'll pull it on the read. Makes one man miss. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in. It's Maddox.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch you, big fella.
Wants to fire on second down. Get it out on the screen. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Cyclones have their offense in high gear. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. To the ground with the back. Chips his way for more. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He's got him. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes third and goal. He wants it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best play.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Wildcats come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. try to throw for it on third down. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Here's the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
He's going to throw deep right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. He'll do it himself. Fights off a defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Safe completion on the screen. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt.
Number 15 on the field goal.
Never a doubt. That'll close the gap to 14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Shows him the stiff arm. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The give to the back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field.
Timeout, Kansas State.
Going to the run to start this second half. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking for room. It's Aikman. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The short hands. It's Judovsky. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires on the move. Complete to the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Wildcats are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure They take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Got enough space. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Kansas State quick to the line. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Fitted in the window for the score. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Right back to the well. There he goes.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Cyclones lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Fires to the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. The Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. grab near the marker. It's Grove. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And his defense has brought their A game. Done a great job stopping the run, stopping the pass, not giving up a lot of points. Even right there, everything's difficult. They string it out towards the sidelines. Everybody's flying to the football. This defense has looked spectacular today.
To the air on second down. He's got it. Bust through behind his pad. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Rushes on him. Floating away. Oh, what a cut! They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. From the gun, looking for a man. Unleashes to the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. First play of the drive, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Judowski. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Second down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Peace. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gonna look downfield again. He'll take a shot. pick that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be third down. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. It's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Hand off from the shotgun. That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He'll try the left side. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort.